Timmins-James Bay.
Well, Mr. Speaker, it's pretty sad that he's using a maple leaf as a fig leaf to hide the ethical abuse. Let's talk about the loopholes that they're refusing to clean up. Let's take the example of Junkets, for example. You know, on the one hand, you have liberals and conservatives, I think even the member for Thunder Bay Superior, traveling on an expensive junket on a dime of the mining giant. On the other hand, an MP might take a phone call from, say, an environmental group. And yet, on the lobbyist registry, both those very different actions are treated the same. So it's not a question about the travel here. The question is about why will they not close the loopholes on this kind of backroom dealing? Here.
The Honourable President of the Treasury Board.
We've made clear, as indeed the NDP members of the committee have made clear, the Act is working well. We, of course, introduced this at the start of our term in government. There were some changes that were proposed. We've adopted many of those positions as our own positions, and we're doing further research on the others, Mr. Speaker. So we're acting in good faith. We want the Lobbying Act to be accountable. We want lobbyists to be accountable. We want there to be transparency. And I just wonder why the honourable member is so all roughed up, because we on this side of the House believe in Canada. And there's on that side of the House people that supported parties that did not believe in Canada. Mr. Speaker, we just asked a simple question.
The Honourable Member for Timmins-James Bay.
Well, Mr. Speaker, I think the Honourable Member would agree with me that there's never been a government that has set the ethical bar so low, and I will not even reference his time as a ShamWow salesman, but even with that low ethical bar, there's still an endless group of ministers and Tory staffers who are doing an endless conga line.
Order. 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 The Honourable Member for Timmins-James Bay has the floor.
Mr. Speaker, I'm going to ask him just a simple question. His friend Nigel Wright. Now, we all know Nigel Wright's a nice guy, but he gets lobbied not once, not twice, but 3 times by his buddies at Barrick Gold. So, simple question. Does he think this is ethical, or does he think this passes the smell test? This is a simple question Canadians want an answer.
Hello. The Honourable Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Transport.
Simple answer. Yes, the Chief of Staff to the Prime Minister has comported himself with the highest standard of ethics. In fact, he has followed the Accountability Act, which increased the stringency of our lobbyist rules. That same act also banned explicitly union contributions. That party, over 5 years, accepted $340,000 in illegal union money. He mentioned ShamWow. Their political financing is all sham and no wow.